Good morning, people, and today big power G-Wagons is the topic, and this is one of them, and it's my G-Wagon, and it's putting down 450 horsepower to the tyre, and I love it. Then, put down. Bloody hell. Also note, which is a very important note, the temperature gauge is cool. Even though we're in really hot sun and really hot temperatures, and I'm giving this G-Wagon, you know, some serious pain. And the reason for that is we take a lot of time into the coolant preparation of these higher powered G-Wagons, and I'll explain a little bit about that later. Let's have a listen to that exhaust tone. Paddle shifting. Oh yes. Right, so let me just a quick run through of how it works. We obviously use the widest radiators we can in mind. This is a full width Japanese style, it's genuine G-Wagon, full width style radiator. Now a lot of people will use a narrower radiator and stuff the pipes down the sides. You can't afford to lose any surface area on these. You can go as thick as you want with the radiator, it isn't going to make any difference. You have to use that full width. So this uses up the full width. Then we've got a nice large transmission cooler and a nice large oil cooler. You can see that these have got a fairly loose weave and they can let some air go through, but we're still, on one side at least, the same cause of cooling the engine. So also, as you may have noticed, the intercooler mounted underneath. Now we get heavily criticised for mounting our intercoolers underneath. Now this one's particularly flat just the way that we've set it up, normally they're a bit more angled. But there is a very good reason for this being here. If the intercooler is mounted in front of the radiator, we've found that not only do we struggle to route the cooling pipes, unless you use a thinner radiator, which we can't do, but it also covers up some of the cooling ability of the actual radiator itself, which we can't afford to lose, it's too important. So what we've done is we've kind of mounted it underneath. This is absolutely fantastic on the highway. At slower speeds, obviously it's not quite as good, but no intercooler is going to be good at slow speeds, and especially not if it's clamped to your radiator, so don't think you've got any gains by having the radiator there, the intercooler there. But the massive gain is obviously airflow to the radiator. Now we do have guards that go over this. Mine is all off so I can do this explanation, and obviously I haven't finished the car yet. But this can be covered just the same way that the conventional underpan goes, and also you sometimes see on Land Rovers where you have this sort of shielded section. Obviously this one is tilted a little bit further down. So that gives you an idea why the intercooler's there. And it's not just us that do this. If you have a look at the way that Mercedes build their cars, if you look at a G63 AMG, obviously again big power and it needs that cooling. The bumper depth is, you know, 3 times, maybe more, of what this bumper is, and they've used all that surface area in that large bumper to integrate coolers. Now lots of our customers won't want that, they don't want the G63 bumper, so we simply have to use standard bumper, undermount, and then a plate. A lot of people don't like it for off-road, they don't have to have it, but if you want to have this kind of power and make this sort of system work, then unfortunately you have to look for new places other than this area to get cooling from. So we found this works really well. We've not had any issues in off-roading situations yet. Admittedly, I don't think our big power cars are going to be used heavily in off-roading situations, but it's working for us, and I'm really pleased with it, which is why I've got it on my own car. So there you go. Big power, big cooling, big fun. Enjoy, guys.